A guy on Twitter named Johnny Heatwave spliced together a compilation of Alex Jones defending President Trump's penis size. This is real. This is real. And it is pure comedy gold.
With the media trying to say the president has small genitals. And by the way, he doesn't even have small hands. And by the way, that's a cliche and the wives' tale, not even true as well. Talk about your crowd size. You must have a little wee-wee. They made those jokes. No, you're liars. Medical doctors will tell you it's the feet size. But the point is that is more comparable. And that's not even an exact metric, but he's got a big, giant hard-on. Big hard-on. Huge hard-on. Big old donkey dick hard-on. Such a raging hard-on. Raging hard-on. He's got this big hard-on. The hard-on. Mr. Penis, a very large penis. Major boner.
I don't even know how to respond to that. That's just sad. It's just sad. This is the guy who Mr. Conspiracy Theory himself. But what's funny is if you think about it, he went from being the biggest conspiracy theorist in the country to now he is the biggest mouthpiece of the establishment, maybe outside of Sean Hannity. Because Trump is, judging by his policies, he's an establishment bitch boy. That's why he's got Goldman Sachs littered throughout his administration. That's why he cut taxes for Wall Street and the rich and corporations. So this guy is the biggest enemy to the middle class there is. He's an establishment Republican on steroids. So Trump is doing the bidding of the establishment. Alex Jones is endlessly doing the bidding of Trump to the point where he gratuitously defends the size of his junk. So this guy went from being, Mr. Conspiracy Theory to now Mr. Anything the government does is right. Because Trump's the head of the government. So anytime something bad happens, somehow, it used to be the case that the conspiracy stops with the president when it was Obama. Now, his hands are clean. Trump's hands are clean. It's always somebody around him who was involved in something that was negative. He's always clean. And by the way, he has a huge dick. I'm just telling you, I'm his fluffer, so I know. I've seen it. Huge dick. Huge one. Jones is he's such a typical macho man douche, like an insecure fake macho man. Because, I noticed this a few times about Jones. When he went on Joe Rogan's podcast, he made a point that I was like, that's a curious point to make. He said a lot of things, of course. He was arguing about interdimensional pedophiles. I'm not kidding. It's just crazy fucking out of this world, literally shit, where he acts like there's other dimensions and the pedophiles are in control of the government. And he said at one point, we have a war going on in the government between pedophiles who like children and men who like to eat steaks, drink whiskey, and they like women. How do you respond to that? So he's mixing up like a total just wild, made-up conspiracy about how somehow like half the elites are fucking pedophiles or something. But then like the idea of like, well, obviously, the good guys in America throughout our history are like, in his mind, this is the calculation. They eat steaks, they drink whiskey, and they like women. That's such a surface analysis. Like, all you need is like a fake macho man like Trump. Mr. Yeah, just tell it how it is. That's what I do. I say what's on my mind, and I just say... It doesn't matter how often Trump lies. Doesn't matter how shitty his policies are for the American people. That doesn't matter. Trump... Alex Jones just likes it. He just has a feeling that I like him. I like the guy. I like him. It's like it's like Trump has cast a voodoo spell over guys like Alex Jones. He's like, I don't know, I just like him. I just like the guy, and I'm going to defend the guy no matter what. His dick is big! His dick is... fuck fake news media saying his dick's not big. No, they're saying, hey, that tweet he wrote seemed very phallic. Yeah, Kim Jong-un, you think you got a button? My button's bigger than your button, and my button works. You know what I'm saying? He literally argued about his dick size in the middle of a debate. He said, people say small hands, small something else. Let me tell you, no problem down there. Believe me. Let me just tell you. I have no problem in that department. Let me just tell. And his sycophantic bitch boy, he's right, Daddy's right. How the fuck would you know what Trump's dick size is like, Alex? How the fuck would you know? There's only one way. Huh? Is that true? I'm asking. You said it. I'm just asking you. Oh, God. Such a loser. Yeah, a bunch of men eat steaks, drink whiskey, and they like women. They're the ones who are the good guys. That's the whole fucking, that's how they get into the good guy category. That's it. Eat steaks, drink whiskey, like women. That's how they get in the good guy category. So every Republican, like fucking Jim Inhofe, Orrin Hatch, these loathsome cretins who've been doing the bidding of Wall Street and the establishment and are in favor of every single fucking war imaginable. Those are the good guys. They eat steaks and drink whiskey and they like women. This fucking man-child who's been duping his audience for well over a decade, probably 2 decades, right? At least 2 decades. Just don't fall for his bullshit. And by the way, he's been saying the same thing since the 1990s. Yeah, Agenda 21 is coming to take over. Illuminati is coming to take over. We're going to be in FEMA camps. We're going to be in FEMA camps. What happened to the FEMA camps? What happened to the FEMA camps? You were saying that Obama's going to put us in FEMA camps and ban cars and ban golf courses and put us in hobbit homes, and Agenda 21 is binding law. Of course, it's not. Literally not binding. But you were saying that. You were saying the black helicopters are going to take us to the FEMA camps, and that didn't happen. Where's your retraction? Whoops, our bad. Obama left office. He left office. That didn't happen. Our bad. I got that one wrong. Guys, I got that one wrong. That never happens. They said the same to Sandy Hook. He's the asshole who said Sandy Hook was planned. And then what was the motive? What was the motive? Did they just make up that kids got massacred for funsies? No, he said they're doing this because it's a ploy to come and take your guns. Well, that's weird. Obama left office and he didn't take the guns. So, now's the time where you go out and go, my bad, I fucked that one up. I said they did it to try to take the guns. They didn't take the guns. So the whole faking of children being slaughtered was for nothing. Or maybe your theory is complete bullshit. You nitpick the tiniest things in stories to try to act like there's a big plot here. But your motive, thing number one that has to be established in a court of law is what's the motive for this person to do that? What's the motive? So there's no motive. There's no motive to fake children being slaughtered. You said the motive was to take the guns, but they didn't take the guns. And there was never even proposed. That's the other thing. He acts like it's not a matter of public record. Like you can't go check. You can go check to see, hey, what did the Democrats propose in the wake of the shooting? I'll tell you what they proposed. It started out with just an assault weapons ban. So shotguns, rifles, pistols, those aren't banned. Assault weapons banned. A ban on high-capacity magazines, and a universal background check. That's it. And then what happened? They got rid of the assault weapons ban because Republicans said, go fuck yourself. Then they got rid of the high-capacity magazine ban because Republicans said, go fuck yourself. Then they watered down the universal background check bill to a watered-down background check bill with 1 million loopholes. The Republicans still said, go fuck yourself. So this nefarious plot to take your guns ended with fucking nothing happening. Not even a background check. Nothing. So your theory's wrong, but you don't correct it. You don't correct it because you're a fucking hack. You're too busy talking about how awesome men are who eat steaks and drink whiskey and like women, and you're too busy talking about the president's dick. So you're not a serious person, and you need to understand that.